Hi, I'm Quan Tracy Cherry, and I just want to talk about the eight guidelines for 2024. As an 8 year, the eight automatically, or it's associated with the planet Saturn. And Saturn, we call him the father or the daddy, but, he's a masculine titan of a planet that rules a feminine sign, Capricorn. So there's a little bit of trans or a they going on with Saturn or non binary or both and, however you want to express that. But just realize that when we get to the transpersonal seasons, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, we're looking beyond the ego. So we're looking beyond just locking into our biological energies or any of that. We're looking at what can we do for the larger collective. And Pluto moving into Aquarius tomorrow, January 20th, can suggest that we're looking and reviewing the last 16 years when Pluto went into Capricorn. One of the big differences between Capricorn and Aquarius is that Capricorn represents the rules, the limitations of time and space, the law, the actual roles we play, career and status, and arguing good order with the king, kind of a thing. And Aquarius looks back at all of that and says, no, I'm not going out like that. Or Aquarius looks at all of the limitations of the physical world and attempts to bend the rules. And as the water bearer, I thought it'd be a good idea to look at the guidelines from the Pirates of the Caribbean instead of the rules. We'll look at the guidelines so we can parlay or have a conversation about what we can expect or what are some of the larger goalposts that we can kind of wrap our heads around for 2024. And the first one is be like water. This is from the Tao Te Ching. And these eight guidelines are inspired from the I Ching, the book of changes, and the Unchanging Truth by Chong Ni, Hua-Ching Ni. Anyway, if you want a connection or a link to the book, I either put it at the end or in the comment section. But the point is that when we're like water, we seek our own level. We go low, basically. I lied. When they go low, we go high. But the low is ego or our identity. And Capricorn tends to seek people in authority or seek people who have high position, whether that's through uh, privilege or whether that's through birthright, what have you. But Aquarius came along, Uranus, a ruler of Aquarius, came along in 1781, and that was in between the American and French revolutions. So by remaining low or connected to your humility, your ability to say, what do I want to do for my collective? Then there's more of an Aquarian water bearer, all for one for all. The second one is remaining deep. Now, I like the word profundo because that's deep in Spanish, so it's profound. So there's an aspect of how do you understand yourself in terms of the depths of your connection, your ability to know uh, what matters and what doesn't matter. And then number three is giving generously, whether that's paying it forward, you get a car, or whether that's paying for the person's latte behind you in the Starbucks line, drive-through line. But it's just giving from a detached perspective, and it doesn't always have to be a tangible giving. It could be of your time, it could be of in-kind services, what have you. And then the fourth one is speaking truthfully, whereas the giving generously tends to be in the moment as an action. And the action oriented energy goes to Aries, Leo, and Sag, the fire signs. The speaking truthfully goes to more the air signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. It's that aspect of really understanding that through time and space, we elevate relationships and situations and circumstances through simply telling the truth. So Aquarius as the water bearer, containing our feelings, taking the breath of air, pause and to reflect so we respond, not react to situations. The fifth one is to govern gently. So in the last 20 years with Pluto in Capricorn and what have you, we've had the transformation of our sense of connection to authority. But Aquarius is about governing from a consensus perspective that leadership is in the center, and if we can trust everybody to grow or to be about contemplating how they can evolve to be independent contributors to their families, to their relationships, to their tribes, to their chosen communities, then we can move into a space where the leadership is a center from one's inner truth, being loyal to truth. As we know, if you know any Aquarians, doesn't mean that they don't love, but they tend to be loyal to the truth. And that's why it's so important for Aquarian people, and by extension, all of us in 2024, to be transparent in our intentions and our motivations and our ability to, to access our inner truth in all situations. Number six is to work capably and adaptably. So Virgo rules. Virgo rules in terms of they are the exacting ones of the process. They see their work as a reflection of their identity. Now, by extension, other earth signs are pretty much like that too. But we can look at the other human sign, Virgo, the virgin whore, Mary Magdalene, Virgin Mary, the aspect of wholeness, the aspect of making our most mundane chores sacred. And they become sacred when we elevate them to an ideal space of service and a submission to that service, a la Aquarius. The seventh one is taking action opportunely. So taking action in a way that you initiate it, but you're not stepping on other toes. It's where you come through keeping things simple, but recognizing, but at the same time not pandering to one's audience. And you can see how this can be a challenge when you are an Aries, Leo, and Sag, where you tend to act and then say, "Oops, did I step on you? Excuse me, did I step on your foot?" And then the eighth, that there's no fighting. If we're seeing each of us as one or interconnected, we use truth as the defense. As it is in any slander. So it doesn't mean that you just accept anything out of a sense of humiliation, but you make sure you choose the battles carefully, but you just know where it's necessary to defend yourself or to defend others. So we can recognize that this is a year for us to grow into individual participation into our chosen communities, becoming free of the attachments to status and career and authority, where the internal locus of control is back inside, not externally given. This is Quan out, and happy 2024. Jeez.